Hello, everybody, and welcome to another chapter in the long legacy of the Big Ten Conference. It's a championship game in the new expanded Big Ten, and there are high stakes here. Not just a conference championship, but potentially positioning themselves for a run at the national championship with an automatic bid. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Getting set up. It's a first down play. He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Sets up as a 3rd and 3 here on this opening possession. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grab down the middle. It's Sims. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. The tight end has got it. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. And now they'll run it on the draw. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Important 2nd down play coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Jones. And the game just good enough for a first down. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And the Golden Gophers with 1st and 10 here. The shotgun running play call.
Well, I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. It's a quick grab. Oh, and he's ruled down right there. They lose yardage on that play.
How about the discipline of this defense here on second down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's third down.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the grab. Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. It's a shotgun run call.
Well, those counter plays are tough on a defense. Defense has got to be gap sound. You get so caught up in the base concepts that the offense comes back with a counter play. If you're not sound with your gap integrity, you can give up a big play.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And he knocks that one right through. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. First down here for this offense. Linebacker shifting around now. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw to his receiver. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. He stopped it at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. When you think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years, go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s, and of course most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great receivers, and it's been fun to watch this young man today.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And he'll set up to throw. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackle made after the completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
3rd down upcoming after that completion. Offense looking to throw the ball. Launches downfield. He makes the grab. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Strong game by this quarterback. So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. The extra point makes it a 4-point game. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He he's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. He's going to lose yardage there. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense. They got some ground to make up. Second and long from the 15. Play action fake. Looking to throw. The pocket breaking down.
I mean, that's just being a difference maker up front. You look at that uniform, you think over the years with Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa, and Chase Young, and so many great defensive linemen. And this guy right here is showing you he's got some of the similar skill set as some of those greats.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a fourth down play now. The Golden Gophers will line up to boot it away. And this drive moves backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the ball is away from his own end zone. Oh, and he's got some space here. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Fights through a tackle. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Catch made on the left side. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? A new set of downs after that completion. Ball handed off. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Fires it to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. Bring him down short of the goal line, but it's first and goal from the 2.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
First and goal, handoff.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Ball moved back to the 4 for second and goal. Tailback takes the handoff again. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now third down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
Third and goal, try to make it on the ground. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State.
A little bit surprised here, Chris. I thought they might put the ball in the air here on 3rd and goal, but instead they run the football, keep it on the ground, and they get the touchdown.
PAT is good, so the lead now is 11. Now they get set to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Minnesota offense takes the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this run? Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And looking to throw now on 1st down. He's running out of time here. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a 1st down.
The defense spreads all over the field playing zone, trying to make this quarterback make a mistake by throwing it into coverage. But he finds the soft spot on the curl and picks up the 1st down.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Pulls it in. It's Sims. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball to 44.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. On the handout, they'll test the right side here. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
And the Golden Gophers line up on 1st and 10 now. The back's got it. Finding space at the 20. They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Got space, looking to score. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. Let's see if they can convert the point after. PAT up and good. We get a little bit closer. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. You have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Boy, that's a beautiful run here for the 1st down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs, and we're seeing another one right here.
Makes the catch downfield. Big play in enemy territory all the way to the 41-yard line.
Boy, what a big-time play here by this wide receiver. You know, sometimes, Chris, I wonder if Woody Hayes would be enjoying this modern passing attack from his Buckeyes. And I'd like to think that winning would outweigh any concerns he may have about that ball being in the air so often.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. And now it's third down.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. A missed opportunity to your best receiver with that speed. I'll tell you this. I'm shocked that he actually overthrew him. With anything, I'd expect him to underthrow a fleet-footed receiver like this, but he must have anticipated that his receiver could go get it and just misses it.
He's going for a big play downfield. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down. The Buckeyes will have to kick it away. And he should be able to pin them back deep here with his first punt. And the coverage team makes the touch, so no return on the play. Minnesota offense takes the field. The last possession was just old-school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. But let's not forget a still-played defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
And he'll drop back here on third down. The pass rush closing in. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play. The Golden Gophers will line up to kick it away when he comes for his second punt of the game. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. Short throw complete to the tight end. Big play. Moves the ball all the way to the plus 35.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. And you know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. Second down play coming up. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he was able to get downfield for the first down.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Makes a quick grab.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Coming up, second down and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Here we go. 3rd and goal coming up. And they're trying to punch it in here. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, when you have a big physical offensive line, you can wait to 3rd and goal and rely on them and the running back to get you a touchdown.
They had the extra point, and the lead now is 11, 21-10. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off and hope the defense can get a quick stop. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. Gets some blocks. Can they catch him? All the way for a touchdown. Now the try here for the extra point. PHC is good. They still trail, though. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's going to take off. Breaks loose at the 40. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. One more play before they head to the locker room. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's incomplete, a last gasp pass as time expires in the first half. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Golden Gophers will kick it off to begin the second half. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. First play of the 3rd quarter is a handoff. Breaking free at the 35. And that'll pick up a first down out at the 37.
Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Handoff here from the shotgun. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure. Second down play coming up for this offense.
different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. This offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
No, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on. Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. So on fourth down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? One man to the backfield, and he'll get the football. Sophomore brought down after a nice run. That's solid run, good for first down yardage. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He's found some room at the 45. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Well, Chris, that's a combination of really good blocking and outstanding patience by the back. He waited and used his vision and patience to allow that play to open up and then accelerated through the hole to give him that huge gain.
He's got a receiver wide open here. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense. The Golden Gophers hustle to the line to run the hurry up. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. He'll start at the 25. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Makes a quick catch. Refusing to be brought down. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Just another great example, Chris, of an Ohio State quarterback and receiver combination being so dangerous. Think about it, over the last 8 or 10 years, I think Ohio State has been as consistent as anybody when it comes to the passing game and the efficiency that comes with it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. Brought down, but broke a tackle. Produce a solid game there.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Snags the quick throw. Breaking free at the 35. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defense coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
The Buckeyes are in the red zone. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Will he score here? Touchdown, Ohio State. That puts them on top in the second half. Kicking team out for the PAT try. PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. The guys up front line up. It's first down. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. And there's the handoff. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Caught quickly. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. No chance to catch him. And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 17. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And they heave it deep downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. He has first down yardage at the 46.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
First down, looking to throw the football. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the quarterback gets him.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Receiver makes the catch. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Buckeyes. This offense cannot be stopped.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
And here's the return from inside the 5. Coverage team brings down the returner. Minnesota offense takes the field. This has got fun, a bunch of scoring back and forth in the second half. Handoff here from the shotgun.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. They'll look to throw it here on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. That one is knocked away and incomplete. Good defensive play on the last play of the third quarter. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Jones. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to tack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looks left and finds his target there. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, that defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel and understand who's coming into their zone. That time they just lost the receiver and they gave up a big gain. Oh, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's fourth down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to convert here to keep your hopes alive.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. Fires it to the wideout. It's pulled in. Completion on a diving catch.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback, hitting his receiver. And the ball comes out that fast. It puts so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
They're going to run it here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so second and 4.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
It's a draw to the back. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Hey, how about the quarterback here with his eyes downfield, selling the pass to open that play up? But, man, offensive line, really good job of selling and then getting upfield to that second level to be able to pick up some key blocks.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so second and 3.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Defense cannot get this offense to fourth down. Offense continues the long drive. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Oh, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far. And the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
Max through the extra point. We are dead even here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Off the play fake on first down. Looking right, this one caught. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Here's the second down play. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Pressure is coming. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Throws it to the right. And he's got it. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Well, this is what you would call a three-down back. Running backs, they can run between the tackles, they can get outside, and they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here, they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but once he gets his hands on the ball, he's got enough wiggle and speed to be able to get after a defense.
Looking to throw it on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. Buckeyes are in the red zone. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
The Buckeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. They prevent the touchdown. Ball be spotted at the 3. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Ball handed off. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they'll claim the fourth-quarter lead. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Bringing pressure. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
I'm all for quarterbacks trying to make plays. I love to see the fight in a guy and wants to make a play on every single chance that he can make. But here, when you scramble and you throw the ball way back against your body, you're asking for trouble. He's so lucky that ball didn't get intercepted.
This time it's complete. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
How about this guy making this throw? I mean, they have harassed him all game long, and here we are in the fourth quarter. He takes another hit, and this time gets enough on it to be able to complete it. Great play by the quarterback.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. So the screen on first down is snuffed out nicely, and now they're behind the sticks here.
Yeah, the offense tried to fool this defense by going the screen on first down, but give the defense all the credit in the world. They're not fooled at all. Read that perfectly, able to chase that down for a loss.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On third down, he drops to throw. The sure hands, it's Sims. Defense will wrap him up after an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down. We've reached the 2-minute warning now. Can this offense come away with a late comeback victory? Here we are late in a one-score game. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Looking to throw for the first down. And the pass is incomplete. A crucial misfire here late in the game. And the ball will turn over on downs.
Boy, as a play caller, you save this play for this moment. Under 2 minutes to go. Fourth down. Fourth quarter. Game on the line. And then you just got to rely on your quarterback to make good decisions and be accurate with the football. In this case, he is not. And that, to me, is probably the ball game.
Second down after that previous play. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here.
You know, they try to run the football here, and they're unable to get that first down. The clock does keep moving. The big question now is third down. What do you do? Keep it on the ground again, or roll the dice, throw the football, knowing an incompletion, the clock will stop.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's intercepted, a crushing play. And that's a solid return after the interception.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
And the Minnesota offense takes the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on fourth down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. The pocket breaking down. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack in a crucial moment.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. He pulls it in for a big gain. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Leaves the ball to 39.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. And that's a great example that he's up to it.
Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
It's always a special year, but after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves